Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. A newfound joy for me, and a type of commitment that I want to have the opportunity of becoming a part of. And I think the other night was a step that I had to make, and I'm so glad that it's not a decision that I am having to make out of, some force or whatever. No, the more I see the other brothers that are part of this organization, the more inspired I become, because I want to be a part of something that is greater than I, number one. Number two, I want to be a part of something that is um, is has continuity with what I already believe and I already do. So I'm excited about the journey. I am, and I'm encouraging and reaching out to other brothers who are righteous brothers who want to see and be a part of the answer and not a part of the problem. And I think that a lot of our people think that Islam is an organization that might be of hate, and all I see is love. All I see is love, and trying to teach others to love themselves, and because I've always preached that anyway. If you don't know how to love yourself, you don't know how to properly love other people, and this is very important to me. So, and the journey that I am on and the things that I teach. So I'm encouraging other brothers, if you have not looked into Islam, and especially at this point, the Nation of Islam, if you have not looked into this as an option for you to take another step higher, because we have to be able to figure out ways of uniting more together as a fraternity, a brotherhood that's able to and willing to commit to uplifting our own people. And whether that has to do with establishing productions, business, or whether it has to do with establishing righteous movement or activities, to get ourselves to a point to where we understand that we need to be more more comfortable with reaching, and I won't say compromising, but reaching out to others to establish unity. And the only way you can do that, I've preached this even in the Christian church, that the only Christian fellowship or worship or understanding Christianity, if we're going to come together, we've got to be able to find some place that we can unify. And we're always, with that in mind, you're always going to have to look and see what do we have in common that can bring about this unification. Because as long as we are thinking that we need religion, you might say, in order to say, okay, I'm special, but these people aren't. And that seems to be a consistent mindset that I've seen as a Christian. I've studied different denominations, and all of the denominations say that, oh, we are the ones, or these are the ones, or no, because we do this, or because they don't do that, and whatever. And all you do is set up division. But as I've always said, I'm about uniting us so that we can all become one, forgiving one another for whatever. Because if you can forgive your oppressors to a point to where we are marrying them, integrating with them. We're doing all of that, but you can't even forgive your brother or sister for whatever it may be, because your brother and sister probably has not ever done to you anything as bad as what your counterparts have. There's no way. There's no way. So if you can forgive them, certainly you should be. And if you cannot, you need to check yourself. I had to check myself. I had to start forgiving people that I thought that I never would. You know, people who, and the most horrific thing that has ever happened to me was going through a destruction of my family. And if I can forgive those people for not being a part of unification with my family, if I can forgive them, I can forgive anybody. Well, the oppressors, you know, I kind of still have to deal with them, but I take them one at a time, And in the end, we have to understand that in finality, the oppressor, you never know how far they can go with you, you know. And we are so mixed up as a people. We are integrated, you know. Many of us, the grandfather might be of the oppressive culture. You got sisters and brothers, you know, all blood mixed up together, to where the only thing that you can really probably determine now in order to separate yourself from the oppressor is to judge them by their righteousness, you know, which means that even with that, you've got to do a certain amount of forgiveness and forgetting, okay, in order to go to the next level. But nevertheless, we still need to be able to stand for something and stand and come together so that we are not just led off to slaughter. So none of us wants to be as sheep led to slaughter. I don't want to, okay? But if you do not decide to stand up for yourself and you're waiting for somebody else to come and fight your battles, you're waiting on this daddy in the sky to come here and save your behind. Well, I think if there's any salvation that's going to be done, if it's going to be done, it's already done. That's already done. So get up off the guilt trip and get to work, because faith without works is dead. So you have no reason, I have no reason to feel bad about anything that I might not even truly understand. Hey, someone might ask me, are you saved? Hell, I don't know. And that's not my prerogative. That was the Father's business. That's his business. I worry about what I need to do. And if I'm already forgiven because of what he has done, I'll find out that later. But for right now, Dad is probably saying, get your ass out there and get to work. And get to standing up for something and showing that you're a strong force. And he's saying, I got your back. So stop worrying about whether you're going to hell or not. That's none of your business. If you're fighting for righteousness and you're standing up for what is to be good for our people, forget about what these people are saying. I don't give a damn about what they think. I'm going to be a soldier and go out here and work and fight for that which is right. So, and I don't have to look for my heaven to come later. We can have our heaven right here on earth, just like everybody else does. So we might as well get up off of this thing about your religion is better than somebody else's religion. Why don't you just get up and start doing those things that are right, and stand up, especially we men, stand up and be a part of a kingdom, of a movement, you might say, that is going to support you if times ever get hard, and that we are able to come together and unify just because of this. That'll be we already wearing the t-shirt. Everybody else sees the t-shirt, you don't see it. So we need to get to a point to where we understand how to support one another. And one thing that I love when I go to the mosque and the minister is delivering the message, the message is always integrated with Bible and Quran. The words that Jesus is.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.